Do you have a fear? Is there something that you are afraid of? Like big, scary speech contest! Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, people have all kinds of fears. Some people are afraid of the water. Dun, 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 dun. Some people are afraid of creepy crawly things. A spider! Ah. But my fear, I'm afraid of snakes. Well, actually, I'm not afraid of snakes. Because I like little grass snakes and little ball pythons that you keep as pets. It's the rattlesnakes and the poisonous snakes that just scare me to death. And if you've ever seen me encounter one of those kind of snakes, I am jumping up and down and I'm screaming like a little girl. It's a true fear. Now, my brother and I, we've always been the outdoors type. We hunt, we fish, we work on the farm. But it always seems that I'm the one that ends up finding the snake. And it's my brother that ends up laughing. It was one of those times just a few years ago. We were out on the farm. It was a cool, crisp morning. We're walking towards the back pasture. Walking on this overgrown trail. Brush was waist high. All of a sudden we heard something crashing through the woods. Was that Bigfoot? We stopped and we strained to see where it went. My brother said, Larry, don't look down. Don't look down? What do you mean don't look down? Of course I'll look down. And right there between my feet was a little baby rattlesnake. I jumped back. It apparently had gotten caught out the night before in the cool air. And its little lethargic body was laying there. What does my brother do? He reaches down and he picks it up. And he starts waving it in my face. Stop. Quit. Stop it. And like any self-respecting 40-year-old man, I looked my brother right square in the eye. And I said, if you do that again, I'm telling Mom. My brother took the snake and tossed it off to the side. But that would not be the only time that day that we saw a snake. It was later that afternoon. The sun had came out. It's now blazing hot. And this fat boy was sweating. We're working with a tractor, mowing those overgrown trails. And my brother, who didn't want to puncture a tire, has me walk in front with a shovel to point out the cactus. I'm already on heightened alert from this morning. But I agree, so we can hurry up and get the job done. And as I'm walking in front of the tractor, pointing out the cactus, here's a cactus, here's a cactus, here's ah! Grasshopper! Ugh! It was just lucky my ninja skills were off. When I regained my composure, I look at my brother's almost falling off the tractor laughing. Let me drive the tractor. I start again, pointing out the cactus, pointing out the cactus. It wasn't long before I stepped on something. I looked down, and I'd stepped on the tail of a 4-foot-long rattlesnake stretched out beside me. I jumped back and put the shovel in between me and the snake. The snake curls up into a little ball. It starts shaking its tail. It's doing a Macarena. Hey, it's kind of friendly. It wants to give me kisses. I yell at my brother, Snake! Snake! He can't hear me. He's on the tractor. What? What'd you say? There's a snake down here. Well, kill it. No, you kill it. It's not my job. My brother takes the tractor bucket, turns it down. No more snake. And then he says, were you scared? Well, duh! But the most memorable time was the day we went fishing. We were down on the creek, floating in our John boat. The creek had these big, tall trees just lined up. It was real nice, real shady. It was just me and my brother hanging out, spending quality time together. And as we're casting out our fishing poles, something catches at the corner of my eye. I look, and there's ripples in the water. There's a snake going across. And I said, Terry, snake. He said, you want to try and catch it? Okay, sure. So we take our fishing poles, cast them out, reel them back in, cast them out, reel them back in. After about 3 or 4 times, the snake is almost out of distance. My brother takes his fishing pole and one last fleeting attempt, lets it fly. The fishing lure slinging through the air, lands over the serpent's body. He yanks back. Hey, you caught it. Wow, that's pretty cool. You really caught it. I didn't think we could do that. Hey, wait a minute, you're reeling that thing in. No, that's not good. You need to cut that thing loose. You're not getting it in the boat. But it's my favorite fishing lure. I don't care. You're not getting that thing in the boat. But I got to get it back. No, you don't. I will buy you another. I realize now the snake is almost to the boat. I stand up and reach for it. The boat starts rocking. My brother's moving the pole out of his way, trying to keep me from getting it. I continue to struggle with it. The boat's rocking. The snake is now outside the boat. I reach down and grab it. And as I lift it up, the fishing pole comes up, the line comes in, hits my brother on the leg. My brother starts backing up, backing up. He falls out of the boat into the water. He comes up out of the water. He's, what are you doing? You could have killed me. The snake could have bit me. I could have died. And I said, I'm sorry. But was that you screaming like a little girl?